Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Alexander from Ignite Programs. Great question I just got from one of our graduates. I hear it all the time. In fact, one of my main programs, The Leap of Faith, deals with this for 3.5 days. And that is, why do I have such strong fear to confront? In other words, why do I have the fear of confrontation? My whole life, I have committed to literally exploring this, starting all the way back when I was in dental school training police officers. Literally, police officers were dying in the streets because of their reaction to fear, to confrontive situations. Of course, we all know that a police officer are often exposed to situations that we aren't. Violent situations where the loss of life can be the consequence. So I dove deep into this to take a look at this, and literally what I discovered is confrontation is a misunderstood opportunity. Confrontation comes from the word confrontare in Latin, which means to join with that which is in front of you. Do you hear that? To join with, not move away from, not delegate, not master, but to literally dance with, to join with. Now, as an ex-fighter who I've been into the ring many times, you know, that is a very barbaric sport where you must learn confrontation has got to be a friend of yours and not the enemy, or you should not be in that sport. Now, how many of you have ever been in some kind of confrontive situation? You've had to deal with somebody in your past. You've had to have a loss of life of somebody you cared about, lost a job, maybe a financial situation, and you had to confront it and go through it. Now, possibly while you were confronting it or the moments before, you had anxiety, possible reaction to something that we were taught to have reactions to. Yet, when you passed through it and got to the other side, how many of you listening to this now know that you are a more expanded human being? You're more compassionate to others going through it, and that you have a greater sense of awareness because of the very thing that you confronted. So if that is so, if you literally grew from the confrontation every single time when you move through it, then it stands to reason that the next time confrontation comes forward, you can at least make friends with it. You know that all you have to do is walk through it with a different sense of self, and there'll be a gift waiting you for the other side. Now, the discomfort that often comes from the fear of confrontation is because it lies in the future. It lies in the unknown. And that's where the mind kicks in with all the old programs that you got way before you were 7 years old that now come forward in today's confrontation, and one has nothing to do with the other. Hold it this way, that when you join with an opportunity of growth, you will always grow. You cannot grow unless you move into it. To move away from it, to move backwards from it, you literally will postpone the growth. So confrontation could be an invitation to greatness. Now that takes courage, and courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling this excited feeling in your body that we call fear that heightens the level of awareness, and you take that with you and take a step forward into the confrontation. Now, what I have to offer you, of course, in my programs is how to do that with grace, with a sense of power, so that you don't shrink and you don't suffer every time you're faced with confrontation. You will have confrontive moments in your life. And it is my goal that you go through it and you dance through it with grace, knowing full well that your soul will grow or that confrontation will not be put in front of you. So confrontation is an invitation to greatness. And the fear that you might feel in your body before you move forward is just the mind playing tricks with you that is always scanning the horizon looking for the next threat. But let me tell you something. When it scans the horizon and looks for the next threat, you could literally rewire that brain of yours to look at not at a threat, but look at a gift. And when you start to move forward to see the gifts that lay out there for you, what you used to call fear will turn into excitement. And that's what all leaders know. They know the excitement and the awareness and the apprehension, sometimes all coupled together as a recipe of courage so that you can walk through it with grace. I look forward to seeing you in the future, and hopefully this helps. Hi, if you got value from that, please like it below. If there's anybody in your life that you feel can also receive the benefit of these videos, share them. I really would appreciate making that contribution to them. If you're on Facebook, please go ahead and consider following us. And on YouTube, subscribe. It's my way of connecting with you to improve the quality of everybody's lives. Thank you.